Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the daddy. The Daddy Diaper Pack is available at daddingcompany.com.
Welcome to My Life as a Dad. Today's guest is Eddie George.
My most embarrassing moment. There was one, yes. We were at the White House, and I was taking pictures of my son with various celebrities. And he says to me, "Dad, there's Tatiana Ali. I grew up loving her. I watched her on The Fresh Prince. I had a childhood crush." I said, "Listen, man, go on over there and ask her for a picture. I'll take it. But you gotta be smooth about it." So he says, "Dad, I'm scared." So I go over there and I said, "Listen, can you take a picture with my son? He's a little nervous about it." So he gives me the phone. I go to take the picture. I take the picture and I'm playing Mr. Cool, Mr. Smooth, showing him how it's done. And as I go out and give him his phone, it slips out of my hand and it smacks on the floor and it cracks. That's smooth, right?
The other one's like, Dad.
Oh God! And Roy Williams, the head coach of North Carolina, says, "Well done, Eddie."
Right.
Says, "I never knew that you were a fumbler, but I guess you become a fumbler in your old age." So that was the most recent one, but I'm always embarrassing my sons, whether I'm singing songs to them, I'm doing something stupid in public, wearing some high shorts, embarrassing them in some way. There's some of the questions I'll ask them, some off the beat cuff questions they wouldn't expect. They get embarrassed by that in front of their friends, so yeah. I think there should be a time and place for it, no doubt about it. Because those moments are so special and you'll never have those moments again. You can't take that for granted. To see the birth of your child, to have the chance to cut the umbilical cord, to see that baby come out of the womb blue and take that first breath of air of life is truly a fascinating thing. There's a special energy and a foundation is set when that moment happens. It's a magical moment. You just can say, "Oh, the doctor's got it, and I'll come and be Dad, and I'll got the checks, and I'll be barely." No. This is the first time your child is coming out into the world, and you want to be there to embrace that. Because although that child may not remember or feel or know, they will feel the loving hands of their father and mother and brother or sister who's there in that moment. And that establishes so much the foundation from the beginning. When they first take that first breath of air, of life.
I agree.
It's so important.
That bonding moment
is essential.
Right.
It's a must. It's a true connection that will establish the rest of your time, or establishes the relationship. Because I was there for the birth of both of my sons, and I made sure that my oldest son was there at the birth of his brother, because of that very reason, because they didn't live with each other. But now their bond is so strong, they can be miles and miles from each other for an extended period of time, but they're always connected. How do I want to be remembered as a dad? I want to be remembered as a father that was present every single time I was with my children. I listened to every word that they said. I did the absolute best that I could for them, regardless. And, I wanted to make every moment special. You know, being a father really puts a lot of pressure on you to respond in adversity, to continue to transition, and you're accountable. Your sons hold you accountable to your word.
Right.
So when you do it in totality. And what I try to show them is, hey, you know what? I've had this great career, but I'm not resting on my laurels. I'm not going to go to a mall for the rest of my life and sign autographs and talk about the old days and, you know, get out of shape and live, drink beer and so forth and just live off the golf course. And nah, man, this life is too short, but it's vast, it's deep, it's full of possibilities. You have to be willing to go down into the valleys off of that great mountain and be willing to climb back up. And that's what the journey's about, because we often get caught on the top of that mountain, don't want to come down. But guess what? The resources are not there and they're not the same. The air is thinner and you can't live up there. It's meant for you to see it for a season and to come down and experience it. For understanding, you know the process of what it takes to go up that mountain again. And at that juncture, you're showing another generation how to do it as well.
My life as a dad.
Any man can be a father, but it takes someone special to be the daddy. Please join us by subscribing to our YouTube channel. If you have a favorite celebrity or athlete dad that you'd like to see on the show, please give us a comment below. Sponsored by Daddy & Company, the perfect gifts for dad. Get 15% off your next purchase at daddyandcompany.com using promo code MLAAD15.